we're just driving along. We're heading from Shearwater to Lowe Inlet, which is in Anchorage, probably about an hour past Hartley Bay. We're going to Hartley Bay for fuel. Tried to get fuel at Clem too, and they're still closed for COVID. Canada's dropped all the COVID restrictions for crossing the border and stuff, but going to Clem too, and it's a small town. It's listed with fuel, but there's a big sign on their fuel dock: general store closed, fuel dock closed, go away. So we're like, all right, so we did. Driving along, and there's no cell coverage or anything in between all these towns and stuff. Even with my router and stuff like that, I was watching it spin, trying to connect to something. There's nothing out there. For communications, I went and used a Garmin InReach, and just turned the plan on this morning. I had it set for, I think it's the recreational one, where I get like 40 messages a month, and I just moved it to unlimited. It wasn't that much more a month for that. So I can text and stuff with folks back home on over satellite. It's 160 characters or less, so it's like a tweet, think of it that way, and no pictures or anything like that. But it's pretty efficient. Right now we're just doing 8 miles an hour, getting 2.8 miles per gallon. Now we're in the intercoastal waterways. My fuel efficiency today has been way better than I've been getting before. So I'm back up to 1.2, 1.33 miles per gallon, which is normally where I would get on the boat. Take off a little bit of extra weight, I'd be up over a little over 1.4 miles per gallon. But this stretch of waterway from Shearwater to Prince Rupert is quite long. I want to say it's 220 miles-ish. And with my fuel efficiency, I couldn't do it on a tank of gas. Not unless I slowed down to 7 knots, then I could do it easily. So here I am doing 7.1 knots, and I'm getting 2.8 miles per gallon. I could do this, but it would just take me a long time to get there. So Lemon Drop made a phone call. We were at just outside Clem 2. There was self-service there. So when I had made a phone call, and Hartley Bay actually answered the phone. We've been trying the last couple of days to call them, and nobody answered the phone. But they answered the phone today, and they're open and there's fuel. Because I was worried were they going to be closed for COVID as well? But they're open. So this fuel dock closes at 3:30, and we'll get there right around lunchtime. So started out with a bunch of rain this morning, and then the windows fogged up, run the heater, and then it's raining outside, and then boom, you can't see out the front. We're wiping the windows and stuff, but finally the rain kind of stopped. I turned the heater off to equalize the temperature, and now I can see out the front windows, which is much better. The R27s do not have really great windshield wipers. Just even if they worked okay, they just don't cover enough of the glass. You might say, well, I put Rain-X on the outside. Well, actually, I did better. I did the hydro serum stuff I did for the ceramic coating. That works really well as Rain-X does, and I put a good couple of coats on that when we left. And we hit Johnstone Strait several days ago, and it worked really well for the first, hour and a half, 2 hours in Johnstone. But by the time we got to the end of Johnstone Strait, 9 hours later, it had wore all of that off.
We actually saw when it wore off.
Oh yeah, it was really clear to see.
Pouring down,
and it was clear to see when it was no longer there, no longer effective. So, yeah, all protected waterways that we're in now is really gorgeous. This channel we're in, there's one other boat ahead of us, about 4 miles, going 6 knots. It's the only boat I've seen all day. Yeah, this protected channel we're in is half a mile, 3/4 of a mile wide. The mountains are really tall, so we're not having any wind or anything. This is actually gorgeous stuff through here. So most of it I've been doing 25, 26 knots. Getting 1.2, 1.3 miles per gallon. So just sitting up there, standing to watch, looking for deadheads, because there are plenty of them up here. And the next thing I know, a big whale tail showed up. So I was like, I'll stop and take a long way around the whale, leave him alone. Snap some photographs, a little bit of video while we pass it.
So we're fueling up at, where are we at?
We're in
Hartley Bay.
Hartley Bay. We tried to get gas at Clem too, and they had a big sign that said COVID, go away. But Janet, through her persistence, was able to call. Finally get some answer from Hartley Bay, and they confirmed they had gas today. But they have to drop the fuel hose over.
So here is
over the side.
a few.
I don't know if they take credit cards or
It said they did.
They did?
In Wagner's, it said they did.
Otherwise, that's where I got cash. What you doing down there?
Trying to have a bed.
Give me that for starting shore time. Let's go check out where we are. Check out where we're at. We are at anchor in Lowe Inlet. There's a waterfall right over there. Really pretty. Obviously pretty popular. So where is Lowe Inlet? We are about 50 miles outside of Prince Rupert. And we'll be in Prince Rupert in about probably closer to 3 hours. We'll leave here tomorrow. And then Prince Rupert, we're going to wait out our weather window for the Dixon Entrance. And that'll be next stop, Ketchikan after that.